freaking little hairs. Okay. Look at this. Look at this. Ah! Hello peeps and geeks, this is your Geek Meister Jokers, or just Josie, and today it's all about my August TBR, including 2 readathons, the Alphabethon and the Duodecathon. I did that in one take. And yeah, you heard right. More readathons. Back to back. I admit, this was not well planned, nor the books that I chose for them, methinks. But whatevs, you live, you learn. It might seem like a lot to cover in a video, but honestly, this might even be short because most of it is from the previous month, either because I didn't finish it or I just didn't get to it. So I'm just going to be listing them off for the most part, only going a little further with the new titles that I haven't mentioned already before. And of course, old links to previous videos that go further in depth with the other books that I've mentioned already. And anything else pertaining to anything else in this video will be in the description bar below. So let's start with the Alphabethon, which is on its 3rd round focusing on the letter C, and it's currently running now to the 6th of August. Some of the rollovers from last month fit this challenge, and they are Cursed Pirate Girl by Jeremy A. Bastian, which is a black and white graphic novel. Pirate Latitudes by Michael Crichton, which I need to finish. And then we have Great Tales of Horror by H.P. Lovecraft. Now, there's no C's here, but there is a short story called Cool Air, and that's the one I'm counting for this readathon. Then we have The Creeping by Alexander Serowy, and this is about 2 friends that go to where? Okay. So this is about 2 girls that go, and only one comes back. Stella. 11 years pass, and there's a fresh corpse that is discovered that may be connected to what happened 11 years ago. So down the rabbit hole they go, trying to find out what happens, and she tries to remember and thinks that it will help, but it might not. And as the cover says, if you hunt for monsters, you will find them. And that's creepy. And exactly why I want to read it. Continuing with Lovecraft, simply because I haven't at all this year, and that is just blasphemous. We have the Lovecraft Anthology, which is edited by Dan Lockwood. There are several artists and writers in this little collection, and of course, going along with the sea theme, I do intend to read the whole thing, but maybe not through the readathon. But I will try to get to, okay, seriously, why I cannot find this. Call of Cthulhu and the Color Out of Space, which I've read the original in the big one, the big one here, and I absolutely loved it. Like, that is my favorite story of his so far. The second and last readathon for this month is the Duetathon, which will run from the 11th to the 17th of August. And I'm only going to be doing one challenge this month, which is reading 1,200 pages, which is quite a bit for me. Hey, hi. If you guessed I'm the Jokers from the future, you guessed right. And I'm here to tell you that the past Jokers is full of crap. Specifically about the Duodecathon and the challenge I chose for it. Chuck it to it having been late or being tired or just bad sleep as of late. Point is that little brain dead Jokers forgot just how busy the month of August can get, because it is chock full of birthdays. And new birthdays, actually, because my brother from another mother is about to have one. Well, not him, his lovely wife, of course. So tackling 1,200 pages in a week is just crazy talk past self. So instead of that challenge, this month I'm going to be doing the read the first book that you haven't read off your bookshelf. And that be The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. And this is The Graveyard Book. It's about a boy who lives in a graveyard with a guardian that is neither of the mortal realm nor of the dead realm. And I don't want to know more than that. So, that sounds really exciting. I know my sister just has read it, and she loved it, and she's been on me to read it, so I'm going to take the opportunity to read it. And if I manage to knock that down in a couple of days, I'm going to go ahead and continue with Partners in Crime by Agatha Christie. I had meant to read this last month, but did not, so now I want to. Now I'm hoping to, rather. Alright then, now back to the rest of my TBR, and I will be going back to the future. Yes, I've been wanting to say that this whole time. And so that leaves the rest of the month out for grabs, and basically I'm going to attempt to finish everything that I have not been able to in the readathons that I've been participating in thus far. Now this list I'm just going to rattle off, save for two which are kind of new to my TBR in general. Starting with Gemina by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. This is the second in the Illuminae files. Then we have Blood's Pride by Evie Manietti. Yes, still trying to finish it. The Light Tree by Frances Hardinge. Some Danger Involved by Will Thomas. The next and last two are novellas which are on my Kindle, one of which is There Are Monsters Here by Cameron Chaney. And in this story, every family member has their own monster. But as I read the last line of the blurb here, no, this isn't the story of how I first saw my monster. This is the story of how I killed it. Exciting. Whether it's metaphorical or literal, I am excited either way. And finally, we have The White Boy by Trace Conger, which is basically a ghost story, and I don't want to know more than that. What I do know is that Missy over at Bingreader read it and loved it and recommended it, and that's enough for me. And that is it. I mean, I think it's still a bit ambitious, but perhaps doable. Hopefully. Man, it's always just a little too ambitious. But anyways, let's hope. And of course, if you read any of these books, go ahead and let me know, or if you're going to, and if you like to buddy read, because I would certainly like to buddy read sometime, someday, if anyone's willing. So yeah. And as always, if you like this video, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up, as well as subscribe. And remember, wherever you are in the world, whether it be morning, afternoon, evening, or late evening, have a lovely day. And never forget to read on. Joke is out. Now, some of the rollovers from last month. Some of the rollovers